The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
I'm a big fish in a small pond. Got my days free and the nights long. I create my own reality. Who I am is fine with me. As famous as I wanna be. Who I am is fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am. Who I am is fine with me.
We're coming in. Hi, everybody. Okay, here we go. Little Facebook thing going on. All right. Anyway, this is Maria from What's the Story with Maria. I'm live on the radio. I'm going to try to come back in on Facebook. We're having a little bit of a Facebook issue tonight, but that's okay. Just hang in there. So we want to welcome you. Tonight is May 12th, 2020. And we are coming in on Armed Radio Global, Armed Radio. Let me see, go live, switch to, okay, I'm having a little bit of a Facebook issue, but hang in there with me. Hang in there. All right, so anyway, here we are. We're live. I hope you can see us. I don't know if you can hear us yet, but public, blah, 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 go live now. Okay, let's see what happens. All right. If anybody can see me or hear me, just let me know. Oh, boy. Okay. All right, anyway. Okay, anyway. So here we are. We're going to go live on the radio, and we are already live on the radio, but we're trying to go live on Facebook. So that's going to have to wait a minute. Anyway, so tonight, as I said, is May 12th, and we are in New York City. In New York City, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on this, well, it's been going on for about 7 or 8 weeks now. So tonight is no exception. Everybody is on Facebook these days because people are stuck at home. So what people are trying to do is everybody's streaming live. And I think there's just a lot of stuff going on. So we are no different than everybody else. We're trying to get on there. Go live now. Let me see if I can get this going. Wow, there's a lot of crazy. I can't seem to get this on your timeline. Can't seem to get this going. In the meantime, we want to welcome you, and I have my guest tonight is Dominick Pupa. He has been my friend for many years. He's a really funny guy, and we have a lot of fun. So we're hoping that he's going to definitely be calling in, but we're hoping that we can get this going so we can actually see everybody. And I don't know. I'm just having a really hard time with this tonight. Okay. All right. Anyway, so we will continue on. So I'm in New York City. I'm going to reboot my computer, believe it or not, and let's see what we can accomplish here. So New York City has been kind of sort of, for the most part, shut down for about, I guess, 7 weeks or so. And I can finally say that we're kind of sort of coming out of it in a weird way. And it's starting to feel, I won't say normal, but it's starting to feel like something good is actually going to come out of all of this. And not that people should be out of work or anything like that, but what's good that's coming out of it is people are coming together. Now my computer is giving me a hard time. Oh boy. All right. So what's coming out of it is people are really, really working together. And the nice thing about that is one of the things that we do every night is we go out at 7 o'clock and we just, whatever neighborhood you're in New York, people just start screaming at the top of their lungs for 2 minutes. And what I have been doing, which a lot of people have been doing, is playing New York, New York from the windows. And so what I do is I go out there, I scream with everybody else and clap, and then I go out to my car and I start playing New York, New York as loud as I can. All right, I'm starting my computer back up. Well, let's see what happens. Well, you know what? Everything has to have a first, right? And this is the first time that I literally couldn't even go live. So I'm going to keep trying because that's how I am. I'm not giving up on this. Not giving up on this. Okay. And I want to thank Jim Bell, and I want to thank Joe Rocks from Armed Radio, because we go through armeddigitalmedia.com, armedradioglobal.com, and we go live every week. Hopefully, go live now. Let's see what happens. They have really changed this format, I got to tell you. They have really changed this format. It's making me crazy. Okay, schedule a live video, maybe? Okay, let's do it. Maybe we can try this and see what happens. Has been successfully scheduled for... No, okay. Upcoming live videos. All right, I'm trying. Hang in there with me. Hang in with me. Okay. Oh. Hold on a second. Now I'm getting a call. Is this crazy? This is like the craziest thing that's ever happened. All right. Oh, my God. Okay, go live now. Waiting for live video. Okay, don't give up on me now. I'm just trying to get my show here going. All right. You know, sometimes what happens, I think everybody's on the StreamYard thing now. Everybody's on that, and I think that it's kind of messing with people going on the regular Facebook. I think it's become very difficult to do that. It's interfering with everything. Schedule. Let me see if I can go back. Okay, hold on. Hang in there. Hang in there. Don't leave me yet. Don't leave me yet. Okay. And I think Lynn was having some issues with this earlier as well. Maybe I can. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Schedule live video. We should be going live soon. Okay, we'll be going live in a minute. But in the meantime, I apologize for all this craziness. Oh, boy. Use a persistent stream. Can you use a backup stream? No. These are too many options. Too many options now. Streaming and live video. Stream stops. Too many options they have given us. This used to be very, very simple. But it has gotten more and more difficult. Okay. So... anyway, when Dominick calls in, which he should call in any minute, I'm going to just keep going, whether it's live or not. And there's nothing else we can do. But he's calling in at like 9:15-ish, and it's 9:10. But I think I've tried to schedule... Oh, man, this is crazy what's happening here. This is absolutely crazy. It's just not letting me go live. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Okay. It's just changed. Everything's changed. What the hell? Stream key? I don't need a stream key. I don't want to stream. Viewing. Go live. It's not letting me do it. Waiting to go live. Okay. Well, okay. In the meantime, Dominick will call in soon, and you know, everything is literally upside down. Everything is upside down. So a lot of people have been streaming live because musicians are trying to go live and play their songs, and people are starting shows like left and right. Like literally everyone I know right now is doing a show because people are not able to be in their actual normal places of business, you know, and in those places of business is where you would be playing music, or you would be doing comedy, or in theaters, on Broadway. And so everyone, all these actors that are home right now are looking for something to do because we're losing our minds at home, just stuck here. So what are we doing? Everybody's going live. And so going live, I think it's all competing with each other, and it's kind of eating up a lot of the airtime. And I think that is what's happening. Hi, Dom. Can you hear me, honey?
Maria.
Hi, sweetheart. All right, so listen, we're still having our interview. I'm having a hard time going Facebook Live. It's not letting me, but the radio station is running, which is great. So we are still live on the radio, but I'm going to keep playing with this video. Facebook has changed so much now with all the streaming and everybody streaming on it that there's a lot of strange stuff happening. So I'm hoping that I can change this. But in the meantime, how is your week going, honey bunny? Has it gotten better? What's going on? Fill me in.
I mean, I think my week is going the way that the last 8 weeks have gone.
Okay. All right. So
it's a week.
It's right. And are you having a hard time with the days and knowing what's what?
100%. Every day, the first thing my husband and I say to each other is, what is the day? What is the date? It's like being trapped on an island, a deserted island, which we are because we live in the Bronx, which I believe does qualify as a deserted island.
Yes, I believe you are right.
We've all deserted us.
Now, what is happening?
We have toilet paper, though. We have toilet paper.
Thank God. Thank God that you, and if you finally found it, did you have to go digging for it? Where did you finally get the toilet paper?
No, we at the Gourmet Garden on Broadway in the Bronx. We don't have it's different than Manhattan up here. You know, it's sort of like a suburban version of a city in the Bronx where people are. They're nicer to each other in the Bronx than they are in Manhattan.
Is that true? And the Bronx gets such a bad rap.
Good. Everyone stay the hell out of here.
All right,
we literally we don't want you. We don't want you. Stay in the Heights. Your grocery stores are packed. Stay there. Don't come here. We have nothing.
Oh, my God.
But seriously, we have toilet paper, filet mignon, frozen peas, latex gloves, latex condoms.
But a lot of people, Dominick, are moving up there now, aren't they?
They're what?
A lot of people are moving up there, aren't they?
Yes. I want to make sure that they know how horrible it is.
Okay, good.
Only because if this neighborhood gets gentrified, I don't know how much further north this queen is supposed to be priced out of. I don't. Where am I supposed to go to Westchester? The Corona capital of the Western Hemisphere.
Right.
No, thank you. I'm going to stay right here.
Yeah. And you guys have a nice little apartment. I now that people have been making videos, I'm looking at everybody's apartments. And it's beautiful.
So we did, really the truth is that we lived in Skytown for many years. I never lived, I lived on Roosevelt Island for a spell, but that was when I was very heavily into drugs.
Okay.
And I'd always lived in Manhattan, as did my husband, and then we just moved up here because we found a place that was bigger, and the rent was literally half what it was in Skytown. So,
yeah. Well, because, that's the thing, is that at the time, nobody wanted to go up to the Bronx, right? Nobody wanted to go up to nobody. So, and now what's happening is people, like you said, have been so priced out that they've had to go where they've had to go. And the Bronx is, like, I live in Washington Heights, as you know, and when I first got here 13 years ago, now, I won't say nobody wanted to live here, but a lot of people did not want to live here. They just did not want to live here. And now, forget about it. My apartment would be double what I pay for it,
How long have you lived in your apartment?
Almost 14 years.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe it's been that long. Jesus Christ.
Wait, do you own your...
No, that's all right. You can ask. No, I do not. It's a rental, which is fine with me. I don't want to own anything.
No, you. I mean, us as well, for sure.
You rent as well?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Something about owning something makes me nervous. I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe it's just too much of a commitment. It just seems like, and look at now with everything happening. Let's say you live in your apartment and you're renting it. A lot of my friends actually left right now. I mean, they'll probably come back at some point, but they left. And
well, then were they actual friends if they left you here?
Well, I never feel abandoned. No, I mean,
Christmas cards next year. I want you to write out their Christmas cards. I want you to burn them, and I want you to put them in the toilet. And I want you to watch it. These are not real friends.
They don't even send Christmas cards. These are little twinks that left town.
We're done with these people.
Well, because they can't hack it. This is serious business. This is serious business. And I think for a lot of people, and I got to tell you, look, I grew up in Boston, but since I was a kid, cannot remember ever not being in love with New York. And I remember thinking, as soon as I can, I'm moving there. And that's what I did. As soon as I could, I moved there. And I would never, I don't know, I was here during 9/11. I was here during the first bombing at the World Trade Center in 93. And I just never thought I'm going to go. It's funny. I just never wanted to leave. You know?
So what you're saying is that when you arrived here, we started getting attacked. Is that what you're saying?
You know what? You're 3 years after we did. You're absolutely right. Maybe it's me.
So it's a funny thing about this show, too, because I know there's a lot of regulars listening. I think it's funny that the moment Maria got here, this city started getting attacked. And the moment that Maria's accidental assistant, Leo Rodriguez, left the city, a global pandemic just started occurring. So there's something mystical about this little show we're doing here that puts everyone listening to it in grave danger. I think we should be honest about it.
You think so?
No. Too many of your cousins listen to the show, and I know they all have guns.
Listen, either they have guns or their husbands have guns. There are a lot of gun-toting broads in my family. I will say that.
Of course they are.
I will say that.
That's why when they're in town, you're like, come meet them. I'm like, I gotta wash my feet that night. I'm sorry.
Listen, they would love you.
I gotta stay home.
Well, you're Italian. You know how that works.
I know. I avoid the people in my own family because they're so dangerous.
Oh, my God. Well, I got to tell you, I was looking at pictures because I printed out some pictures. That's why I'm so upset that this video is for some reason not coming through, because I have, and maybe it'll come through at some point. But let me see. What time is it? Okay, maybe this is when it starts. Maybe it may start now at any moment. But anyway, I had a picture of you. I printed out your mom, your dad in that, what is that car, that racing car thing that they have?
It's a spaceship. My parents live on another planet called Long Island, where people drive around in spaceships.
They do crazy things like that, right?
Yeah.
Wow, but I gotta say, I'm into that. I think it's kind of cool. But I saw the video that you made with your parents, and you were in that car, and you seemed rather frightened.
I was terrified. I'm an only child.
Okay.
I'm 49 years old. So since my parents aren't getting grandchildren, they've taken to just buying large toys to terrify the rest of the family with. And I can't remember. It's not called a prowler, but is it called a spider?
I don't know what it's called, but it's
there's a name for the car, and I'm messing it up. He's going to listen to this. He'll probably shoot me. My own dad probably in my life.
I don't know what you call things like that, and I should know this. You would think that I would know it.
It's a trike. It's called is it a trike? Yeah. Because my dad rides a Harley and my mother rides in the spaceship normally, and I can't remember what the name of it is. But I would call and ask him, but I'm
So your mother rides a Harley.
I'll call my mother in a minute. My mother can tell you.
I'm loving this. All right, so let me just, Dominick, are you anywhere near your computer, or Neil?
Wait, what?
Can you see if the show is going live? Because it's funny. I can't seem to get on Facebook, and I can't use my phone.
I can't because I'm in the same room with it. So Neil is listening. Neil, is it on Facebook yet? Just refresh my chat. Oh, Neil is texting me from the other room. He says the name of my mother's car is a Spider.
Okay, a Spider. Thank God. Thank God for Neil. Oh, my goodness.
You have no idea. Thank God for Neil.
Oh, no, I do. Trust me, I do. I know. I've met Neil, and I adore Neil, and so I know that... Okay, so I'm listening and watching. Go live in 30 seconds. It's not on Facebook. This Leo is texting us right now. I'm just keep trying to get us on. But you know what? We're still on the radio, so that's the good part. That is the good part. And the thing is, you're not in the studio anyway, so it wouldn't. I just had really cool pictures of you and your mom that I wanted to show everybody. I don't know, you know.
I mean, thank God. Can you imagine if I'd come to your studio and I'd done a full beat face?
Oh my God.
I would have trashed it. I would have trashed the whole studio. I would have taken whatever dinner was being served and I would have thrown it into the elevator shaft.
Absolutely. I mean, I know that lots of times you were very unruly because Lavinia was in the studio with you at times. You went to many different things, and then another time you were here with...
Well, Lavinia is inappropriate. Lavinia is a strange kind of predator in that she assaults you without consent and then asks for money for doing it. It's very bizarre. Very bizarre.
Yeah, that's... Well... The thing with Lavinia is she's unstoppable. You can't, you can't, like in, what was that movie? You can't stop progress. Do you remember that? What was the line?
Oh, right. I would think that Lavinia is actually the opposite of progress.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Now listen, let me ask you, speaking of, what are you doing? You're obviously not working right now, right? Because you work in television and film, and you
yeah, you know what? I have been very fortunate because I am a television producer and I work on a couple of series simultaneously as a VP of a production company. And we were almost done shooting a series. So we're editing the series, so I'm able to keep working, at least for the time being. Like I said, we're very fortunate that no one needs to edit a show. You don't need to be in the field. So,
okay.
Working from home, putting it together.
Wow.
As you know, I also run the show Long Island Medium, and we're
I know.
We're poking around. We're seeing what we can do.
Now, did you guys film any episodes before this?
No, we weren't yet.
Okay.
No, Teresa was actually scheduled to be on tour during the spring, and from what I understand, all these tours are being canceled because people are asking for refunds, and Teresa, her tour received the least amount of refund requests.
Oh, really?
So they're not canceling her tour; they're just postponing it, which will affect when we shoot the show. But maybe we'll shoot the tour. Who knows?
Wow. So when would that? I'm just trying to think. So she's already started to. I mean, when is like the next big thing coming up? When can people start going into theaters and things like that? Does anybody know?
I don't know. I think, my folks live on Long Island, so we've been for a month. And as I said, we live in the Bronx, actually not far from you. We live right over the water. I bike past your, you live by the GW Bridge.
Yeah, I live right next to it.
I should actually come by to have a socially distant.
Oh my God, I would love that.
We should do it because I bike past the GW Bridge every day.
I would love that.
So I think Memorial Day is when a lot of people are going to unofficially break quarantine, and I hope everyone is safe. So my folks live on Long Island.
Yeah.
And I think my mom or dad would drive in here and get us. So we didn't have to take the train or an Uber, and then we'd go out there for the weekend, and I guess they'd drop us off again. I mean, I just don't know, when the weather gets warm in New York, people act like assholes,
Yeah, I know.
Sorry. I shouldn't really say that.
Is everybody in your is everybody wearing a mask in your neighborhood?
Everybody.
That is fantastic.
I live on 225th and Broadway, and so we're right on the water in the Bronx, facing Manhattan, and so we look at New York Presbyterian. So my neighborhood is a mostly Dominican neighborhood.
Yeah, as is mine.
There's a lot of healthcare workers in our neighborhood who also work at New York Presbyterian.
Oh, okay.
So I just take my cues from them. It's like, none of those people have their noses hanging out of their mask like almost every white woman who's running on the bike path that I see in the morning. Also, please don't run on the bike path, white women. It's a bike path. Run on the running path.
What do you do if you're riding your bike and somebody's in front of you? And what do you do? How do you not hit them?
I try to assess how much money they have and whether or not they have an attorney.
Oh,
if I
okay.
assess that both of those
All
are
right.
a C-minus, I hit the bitch. That's how that goes, Maria.
Listen.
New York, these are uncertain times.
This is all you can do. This is all you can do.
Is murder the Real Housewives of Washington Heights?
Oh, my God. Well,
that's literally all I can think.
You know, I think where I am, I'm a little luckier because it's still, I think you got to like, I'm kind of close to the bridge there. It's still a lot of single people, not so much like moms with strollers, not too much of that. If you go a little higher up, there's more of that, but it's still kind of like a lot of artists, a lot of single people live down here. So we still don't have a lot. I mean, we do have a lot of bikes, you know, like people like you that ride their bike. But do you ever go over the GW Bridge, Dom?
Oh, I would. I haven't, but I would.
It's really beautiful. I mean, I walk across it all the time. But there's a lot of bikes. But there's like an understanding where we get out of each other's way. Where do you bike?
Down the Greenway on the west side. I cross the bridge. I go down to 218th, and then I snake down to Dykeman. And when you go all the way west on Dykeman, that's where the bike path starts that goes all the way around Manhattan. So you could get on at Dykeman. It's like the West Side Highway for bikes. And you could go down to Battery Park and then scoop around and go to at least Midtown East. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You can walk it as well.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people know that it's there. You know, it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I wouldn't know it was there. I don't know much about the Bronx. I really don't. You know.
And we've lived here for decades, literally. And I didn't either until I started exercising on a bicycle, like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And it's this whole sort of like community and culture in Manhattan, and we're, for the most part, you know, I know like cyclists get a bad reputation. Those are bike messengers who, you know, literally their income depends on their speed. But those of us who like cycle recreationally or for our commutes, it's like most of those people are incredibly safe. Like helmets, masks, gloves, especially now. Like you name like head to toe sort of protective gear, and no fumes from the commute. That's the best thing about biking, is that you're not on the subway.
Dom, let me stop you for 1 second, because here's what I have kind of managed to do by myself here. Boy, I wish Leo Rodriguez was here. So I'm on the other computer.
I do not wish he was here.
Well, you know,
I'm joking. I love him. Go ahead. It was easy.
Leo is very, very handy with these crazy things that I do here. Now, what I am doing is I am on my other computer, which has a camera and some kind of, maybe it's my, I don't know what's going on with the Facebook Live on the other computer, but we are on my other computer now. And everybody, hold on, don't go anywhere, because I'm getting the pictures of you. Stay right there, Dominic. Okay. So, everybody, I'm sorry, for some reason we couldn't come on Facebook Live because my computer that I usually use was not letting me go live. Very, very strange happenings. So I'm on this other computer. It's a little bit of a strange camera. Dominick Pupa is on the phone with me. Let me just show you who Dominick Pupa is. He is a Cher aficionado. This is a picture of Dominic with Cher. Here he is. And I will show you now. This is me and Dominic and Neil. Look how handsome they both are in this picture. Dominic, this is the picture that you said that I look like a priest in it.
Because you're wearing a collar, girl.
I was wearing a collar, right. So this is, but it was my duplex shirt collar. And then, this is the picture I must show. I'm going to put the phone down now, but I am going to show this picture. We were talking about Dominic and his parents, and this is the spider. I have a picture of his parents in the car with their spider. There is his mom, who is very much, as a matter of fact, Dominic, she very much looks like Cher. I'm going to hold Cher up.
No.
I'm going to hold your mom. There she is. Very, very classy. Look at her. She's got the hat on. Your dad is in the spider
Right.
with like a bandana on and glasses. He's very butch, isn't he?
My dad is butch.
Very butch.
He's literally the definition of butch.
Yeah, he really is. I think he and I would get along very well. I really think so, right? I got it. And now I am showing a picture of your dog, Dominick. Can you tell us about your dog? What's his name, and how is he handling the quarantine?
His name is Gravy.
Gravy.
And he's an English bulldog, and he is... Oh, my goodness.
How is he handling all this?
He loves it. I mean, we've been joking around online that he's pissed we're home. He's actually not. He's so happy that we are home all the time. He's turned into a different dog.
Has he?
Because he's not. It's never been like this before, where we're home all day, every day. He's always been a little affectionate little puddle, but now it's like nonstop. It's amazing.
Wow. And you guys now you take him out a lot, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say a lot. I hate walking the dog. Neil walks him most of the time. I don't know why I hate it. I'll tell you why I hate it. Because I hate the new life where I have to put on gloves and a mask and all of this crap. It just, I have a very short fuse.
You have a short fuse? That I can't believe it.
It's true.
Is that true?
It is true.
Well, you know what? Here's what I think. I think that our pets are having the time of their lives, as are a lot of people that have kids. I think the kids are so excited that their parents home. I don't think for the adults it's the same experience. You know,
I have one question though. What are kids? What are those?
Well, they're little beings that run around and that they're born and then you pay for them for the next 20 years.
No, absolutely not.
Nothing like that.
No.
All right. Let me just take a minute. I want to just stop you for a second. Okay, so here's what's going on, everybody. I usually broadcast from my Mac computer, and it's usually like a dream. And for some reason, it just is not letting me go live there. So I just switched over to my PC, which does not have a great camera or microphone. So I don't know how this is coming across. But Dominick, let me tell you that our friends here that are huge fans of yours are like Rena Crunelli Berge says, "Happy Tuesday, glad you're on." Neil Parrish, so handsome, your husband. I can see you now. Leah Rodriguez, Lynn said that she had a hell of a time. Jay Rivera has called in. Oh my God, Billy Goffey, what the everlasting love happened. I know. You know what, guys? I couldn't.
I think he's been in the vestibule of my building for the past 6 days. Get him out of here.
It's crazy. I couldn't get through on the other computer, and I was having a fit. But also, I had to keep going live because the radio station. See, this is the thing with this show. Because I notice a lot of people and most people and their grandmother right now have a show, right? So everybody is streaming live, and I've noticed a lot of people doing the Steam. I forget what it's called, but it's like they can do the split screen. They can invite people on. They get bells and whistles. But the problem with the challenge with that is that I do a live. Really, what this is a live radio show. And I go live on the radio, and I happen to Facebook Live it. So I have 2 computers, 2 microphones. There's 2 different things happening at once. And so I have to be able to do that. So that's why I can't do those kind of challenging things that everybody's doing, those bells and whistles. But I like that this is kind of guerrilla style. So I'm into that kind of thing. But
well, let me ask you this question. Will my fee for appearing here be cut in half because of not being on Facebook Live? Is that what you're saying?
Was I supposed to be paying you? How much do you want? Jesus.
You know what? It doesn't matter. I have to tell you something. I'm completely nude, Maria.
You're nude? Is that true? That's exciting.
I am completely with Maria. I doubt that you are excited that a grown man is nude.
I'm just excited that anybody's nude. I think it's wonderful. Good for you. I just think be free. Because I know you usually wear caftans, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
And I know
apparently I've gained so much weight during the quarantine that those caftans look like Wonder Woman's swimsuit. That's how tight they are.
Dominick, let me tell you something. Last summer, from like June to all the way to Christmas time, I was on the keto diet, and I lost like almost 30 pounds, like just a little shy of 30 pounds. And I was just like so happy, having a great time. And whatever, I would go off the diet once in a while. Well, the quarantine hit, and all of us went off the deep end. And I have literally gained all my weight back. Like in 2 months, I've gained what it took me like 8 months to lose. Because we're just, all of us are just eating junk. And what are we supposed to do?
I'll send you some caftans. You don't live far from us. I'll have it.
No, I can't do it. I can't wear a caftan. I could never rock a caftan.
Maria, I actually don't think that's true.
Really? Yeah, but then what happened?
You know what? I bet if I spoke to Judy about this, that she would also agree that you would actually rock a
she would
caftan.
laugh. She would laugh. She would say, I do not see her rocking a caftan.
I don't believe it's true.
I don't know. And then you know what?
A
caftan
is magical because it relaxes you. You don't put it on because you're already relaxed. When you put it on, you just see the world differently. It's like smoking 12 joints tied together, putting on a caftan.
Is that true?
Do it, Maria. Yes.
But here's the thing. I'm afraid that I would just turn into my grandmother. And that you love your grandmother, don't you? I do love my grandmother, but I do not want to dress like her. Let's put it that way. I kind of like dressing the way I dress. I'm not someone that takes too many risks with fashion, if you haven't noticed.
Let me ask you this question. Does your grandmother seem unhappy?
Oh, no. She loves her the way she dresses.
Then put on the goddamn caftan.
I know. The only thing, I don't know if you've noticed this about Italian grandmothers. They are a certain shoe size that they believe they are, and there is no telling them otherwise. Like, for instance,
it's 11, isn't it? It's a men's 11.
No, actually, she says she's a 6.5, but she's not anymore. She's more like a 9 now, but she will stuff her foot into that 6.5 shoe come hell or high water. It's an Italian lady thing. And
I want to three-way my mother in here.
Oh my God, I would love that. Yes, thank God we didn't miss her. Okay, so everybody.
She's also not working. She starts drinking at what I'm assuming now is like 2:30. So I can't promise what tone we're going to get.
Oh, even better. I love this. I love this even better. Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a minute.
All right. So everybody, we're coming Facebook Live on a different computer, so the camera's not set up for this kind of thing. Thank you for your patience, and we were definitely on the radio this whole time with Dominick. One of my computers is just not going on Facebook Live for some reason. Something is crazy. So I'm going to show you a picture of Dominick's mom, and she's coming on the three-way call. There she is. She is wearing the stylish hat. There's Dominick's dad. Is she?
Hello.
Oh my God, Barbara!
Yes, how are you?
Oh my God, I am beside myself with happiness that you're on with us. Thank you.
I'm glad to be on.
Listen, I'm dying to hang out. As soon as all this is over, I'm coming out to Long Island. I have a lot of friends out there. My best friend lives in Merrick, and I can't wait to meet you and your husband. Dominick has told me so much about you.
You're welcome to come to South Fork at any time.
Oh, I can't wait. Now, Barbara, tell me what's going on with the, are you in quarantine as well? Your husband and you are in quarantine as well?
Yes, we are.
Are you fighting?
We are.
Are you getting...
No.
Really?
Eating a lot.
You're eating a lot.
Yes.
Oh my God, but you're... Go ahead.
I just want to say something. I've been listening to the show.
Yeah.
It's a slingshot.
It's a what?
Slingshot.
A slingshot.
You know what? Listen, no...
You humiliated me on radio.
But she's right. She's right. Listen, Barbara, you are right. I appreciate your honesty. Normally, we have a beautiful screen. I have it set up gorgeous. I have all kinds of things. I got candles burning. Tonight, the shit hit the fan. I don't know what the hell happened. Nothing was working. So now I'm on a different computer, and I wanted to make it so nice for you. You know, Dominick's mother was coming on the radio, and I want to make it nice for you, and it's crazy, but it will be on the radio and on podcast.
That's fine. I'm going to tune in from now on. I love the show.
Oh, it's great. And Dominick has really he gets very high ratings. That's why I had to have him on.
Oh, good.
I'm like Donald Trump. I get huge ratings.
Yes, you do get huge ratings.
Huge.
Now, Barbara, listen, was Dominick always like this?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was always a very funny child. He was the clown in the class. He always got into trouble and sent home because he was the clown.
Central.
Very vivid imagination. Never shut up. He talks like I can't believe. I have one child. I may as well have 7. That's
Why don't you shut up, lady? I'm just kidding.
But she's right. She's right, Dominick. She's right. Now, did you ever get called into school, Barbara, that you had to go because he was in trouble and you had to... Did you ever get called in?
Many times.
Every year.
Listen, you know why I ask? Because my mother was always in the principal's office trying to get me out of trouble. And I was also a class clown. So my hat is off to mothers of class clowns.
Yes. It was a handful, but it was worth it, believe me.
Yeah, he's lovely, isn't he?
Yes.
And how much, wait, let me ask you, how much do you love Neil? Isn't Neil wonderful?
He's my second son. I love him to death.
Oh my God, well he loves you too.
He's great, believe me.
Listen, I think he's kind of a saint. Isn't he kind of a saint? Because
every time when Maria's bartending at the duplex and I walk in with Neil, now I have paid the electric bill at the duplex for the better part of
that is true.
8 years.
That's true.
And I walk in there and Maria looks at Neil and just says, Neil, nice to see you. Looks at me and just throws a cocktail napkin at me.
No, because Neil is a saint, and I can imagine what the train ride was like on the way down there. And I think, because I know that I'm a lot of work, so anybody that's going to hang out with me is also a saint. That's where it's coming from, Dominick, really.
The thing about Maria that is it's like a screw-over moment is that Maria does not drink, but will drink to the point where it's just like, you look at her, I'm like, you know what I'm going through, and you're still making it worse.
Well, I know. Well, I'm a bartender, and because I'm a bartender, I'm good at what I do, and I will continue to hopefully do that when the doors open again. But listen, I've said this before. You don't want to see me drunk. It's not pretty, and that's why I'm happy to make cocktails for others. Barbara, what is your favorite cocktail?
Fine. I'm a wino.
Oh, you're a wino. What's your wonderful? That's easy. Just all we have to do is uncork that thing, and that's easy. What kind of wine do you like? You like rosé? What do you like?
I like white wine.
White wine.
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. All right.
There
Well,
are at least 100 waiters on Long Island that can tell you that my mother likes Pinot Grigio iced on the side.
Well, listen. I am. When I come out there, not if I come out there. When I come out there, I am bringing you a delicious bottle of white wine, and I'm going to have a bucket of ice ready.
Okay, good.
That's it. Now, listen, and what I think we should do, Dominick, let's see if we can make this happen. Because, I do love Long Island. I think that at some point when the smoke clears, we'll go out to Long Island and we'll do an on-location show with your parents.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Does that sound good?
Amazing. Oh, yeah.
And we'll have Lynn Portis, my musical director and best friend, come out there with her keyboard, and we will play live music.
Oh, that's great. I think that everyone should be nude on that broadcast.
I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling the nude so much. I'm a little chubby, Barbara, and it's not going to be good.
Oh, stop.
I know, but Dominick says that I should wear a caftan like him, but I'm not really that kind of girl. I'm more like, yeah.
Let me tell you something. You should. I wear them. My husband wears them.
Your husband wears caftans. He's the straightest guy I've ever seen.
I actually made my dad wardrobely bisexual. Came out only wardrobe only.
Well, I guess.
No, they came out for the invasion a couple of years. They go out to Fire Island when we're out there, and my dad will literally go to Walmart and find the ugliest moo that he can find and wear that off the ferry.
I love that. Because
That's a lot of fun.
you know why? He knows who he is. He knows who he is.
Yes, definitely.
That's it. Well, listen, I am so happy that you called, Barbara. I can't tell you how happy I am. As a matter of fact, Dominick, when we get off the air, you're going to have to text me your mom's address. I'm sending her a, what's the story with Maria tote bag. That's it. She's getting a tote bag.
You can just give it to me. Mom, Maria has a police record. I'm not going to give her your
No, I am not. Stop it right now.
You can just send it to the Bronx. It's fine.
If I send it to the Bronx, you'll never see it.
That's right.
That's right. She knows. Yeah, then Dominick will keep it. I know how these things go.
Yes, you're right.
Listen, Barbara, have you been cooking in quarantine? What are you making these days?
Yes, I have been cooking. I make meatloaves. I make vegetables.
Okay, what kind of vegetables and
They
how?
eat like birds. They eat like literally like birds.
Well, that's why she's so skinny. You're making vegetables mostly? Well, how do you cook them?
We make a lot of Italian food.
Okay.
I'm not Italian, but my husband's Italian.
Yeah. Well, he's extra Italian.
Yes.
Right? He's like a real Italian. And what are you, Barbara? What's your nationality?
I'm 100% Irish.
Really? I love that.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
Listen, that's why Dominick is so feisty, because that is the feistiest combination on the planet Earth, Italian and Irish. Now this explains it.
He gets all his feistiness and his partying from me.
I know he does. I always knew that.
Credit for my alcoholism.
As well she should.
She did.
As well she should. Oh my God, I'm having so much fun. Barbara, I want to thank you for calling in. You made my night. I'm sorry about all the crazy stuff, but we made it work somehow.
No, this was great. Thank you for having me. And make sure you come out, Dom. Make sure she comes out.
Oh no, you don't understand. I'm coming out. I'm coming out, and we're going to plan it, and it's going to be a really good time. And I'm going to bring lots of food and lots of white wine for you.
Oh, good. And a bag of ice.
And a bag of ice. You got it.
And Dom, I just want to tell you, we cleaned out the pool house today, and we found a pipe in the bathroom in the bottom. These are things that are coming out that will forever be archived. I love your mother. You are fantastic, Barbara.
I know you're trying to be shady, but I know you smoked it. I know you did before you put it in the garbage.
I stick to my wine.
Oh shit.
Listen, somebody has to. Somebody has to. You can't waste things that come from the earth.
That's true.
Good for you, Barbara.
It's a vegetable. Smoke the part.
Good for you.
All right, Mom. Maria, can we both hang up? Is it?
You know what? Yeah, you can. Yeah, we'll wrap it up now. But I thank you so much. I'm sorry that the show was so crazy, but it just makes total sense that it would go this way. Thank you both for your patience, and I'm going to do the food section.
No, we love you.
I love you too, Barbara. What a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, honey. Okay, they've gone. All right. Oh my God. So this, guys and girls, I cannot tell you how many times that I tried to go online on my other computer, which usually is like my go-to. It's amazing. But there were so many issues it wouldn't let me on. So I switched over to my PC, and here I am. But it's just the way this camera's set up, it's not really perfect for it. Okay, so what's our food tonight? Section of our show called Go Ahead, Keep Eating. Here we go. Okay, I made such a delicious dinner. I can't wait to eat it. All right, so I made, let me see if we can see this. It's spinach spaghetti with I made the most delicious Alfredo sauce. And I have to read to you, stay there, don't go anywhere. I have to read to you what I put in it. A spinach spaghetti with mushroom Alfredo. And I made it from scratch, so grilled, and then I put grilled shrimp on it. So the Alfredo is, of course, I get porcini mushrooms, garlic, unami seasoning, sauteed onions, cream, heavy cream, Parmesan cheese, and butter. And then I grilled the shrimp, which I marinated in white wine, lemon, garlic, and basil. Okay, so that is my main meal, right? Now, for my salad... Yeah, okay, so you can see that, right? Okay, I'm starting to make this work. My salad is red leaf lettuce, baby cucumbers, celery, goat cheese, strawberries. Sometimes I like fruit in my salad. Strawberries and crushed walnuts for a little crunchy bite. And then I put, what I'm going to put on this is red pepper, so crushed red pepper, olive oil. It's spicy olive oil. It's amazing. And balsamic vinegar on that. Now, for dessert, my Dominican bakery finally opened up. Floridita Bakery opened up, and I went and got, this is called a señorita. And what is it? It's kind of like a Napoleon. So it's phyllo dough with whipped cream and powdered sugar. How cool is that? That's going to be my meal tonight. So, again, I don't know what's happening tonight on the Facebook Live on my other computer. I will figure it out. It's weird. It worked last week, but for some reason this week it wasn't working. And this is, I've had this as a backup because I'm one of those people. I'm kind of like a pack rat. So even with my computers, I was like, if anything ever goes wrong with the other one, which I should have done this earlier. The problem is that I have all these different microphones happening. So thank you for your patience tonight. And I don't know. I think because so many people are on Facebook these days, I know I keep going back to that, but it's the only thing I can think of. So many people are on Facebook these days that it's like kind of overloaded. Everyone's home. But I will go back. I really wish that Leo was here. He would understand. I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to end the show here because I think we're getting close to being over, and I think I just lost the video. So I want to thank you guys. Please come back. We will be here every Tuesday, come hell or high water, even when it's not working well.
You've got 5 minutes.
We're going to try.
5 minutes.
Okay, well, thank you, Jimmy. I'll keep talking, but I had the video ended again. So, my radio listeners, thank you for sticking with me. This has been a crazy, crazy night. Thank you, Jimmy, for your patience. It's hard to figure out what's going on with everything, but, a lot of things cannot be explained these days, and this is no exception to that. So Jimmy has been very patient. That was Dominick Pupa. He is one of the funniest human beings I've ever met in my life. And now I know where he gets it. I said to him, because of Mother's Day, I said, you know what, we should have, because Dominick called me this week. He's so funny. He said, he texted me actually. He goes, I'm quarantine gold. You should actually have me on your show. And I said, I can't even argue with you, Dominick. You are quarantine gold. And why don't you call in? And then rather than setting up another person to call in, because I usually have 2 people, what I did instead was I said, wait a minute, it was Mother's Day. Why don't you have your mother call in as well? Hold on, hang in there, folks. Why don't you have your mom call in as well? Because, all right, hold on. So what I did was, they did like a 3-way call. There's so many things. Oh my God, now there's so many ways to get on Facebook and stream. People are streaming. They're doing so many crazy things. And I like my show to just go the way it's always gone, because so many things are changing, and now you have to upgrade. And I don't know. I can't. I will, like anything else I've been doing. I've been flying by the seat of my pants and learning as I go. But this is just another one of those things. You just learn as you go, So I've been cooking I cook a lot anyway, but I've been cooking a lot. And so I'm going to continue to do that. I think next week what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up, because a lot of my friends that don't normally cook have been cooking. And a lot of people are making their own bread, which is, I've never even tried to do that. But I don't know, maybe I'll try to make my own bread, or I'll have someone call in that has been making it. My friend Greg Goodbroad, following him on Facebook, and he's making cheese. Like, how the hell do you make your own cheese? Like, this is crazy. People are really going back to basics, like back in the day basics. So if you are someone, I'm going to put it out there, if you're someone that's been making your own stuff, and, just reach out to me, either Facebook or whatever way you can contact me. Let's see if we can get some people on that aren't normally people that cook, to see what people have been making. I think next week I'm really going to focus on food. That's how I'm going to do it. Jimmy, how much time we got? I think we got about a minute. Right?
Yeah, you got about 2 minutes.
About 2 minutes. Okay. So as I said, I'm going to keep working on the craziness that's happening with Facebook with one of my computers. But I have to figure out, everybody's just been cooking in such amazing, amazing ways. And I am going to, I got to find out about all these great things. Like, I'm just seeing some really amazing things. Like, it really makes you wonder, how different life was back in the day when we didn't have all these, like, newfangled things, and everybody did everything from scratch, like, it's kind of, there's something really cool about it, and I know a lot of the restaurants in my neighborhood have still been open for takeout and delivery, and so that's good. I'm really happy. I know, like, this really great place in my neighborhood called Coogan's. It's an Irish pub that closed. That's been around forever.
Seconds.
So.
You got 20 seconds.
All right, thank you, Jimmy. I want to thank Jim Bell. I want to thank Joe Rocks. I want to thank Armed Radio. I'm sorry for the craziness tonight. It was out of my hands. I want to thank Dominick Pupa, his mom, Barbara Pupa, and all of you. I love and appreciate you. We'll see you next week. Take care.